So yeah, so I actually just did this to him. Basically, we're here tonight to commemorate people that have died at the hands of police violence. 2 years ago tonight, Oscar Grant was killed by police waiting at a transit stop, much like we were, a second ago. And so we're like trying to get people's thoughts on like, should cops have the right to murder you or anyone, you know? So just give us your thoughts. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. So, do you believe that cops should have the right to murder?
I feel like anybody that feels like their life is being threatened and could be murdered should have the fight to protect themselves. But I feel like there's history in Portland of cops shooting people from a distance. You know, it's like wielding a knife 7 yards away, 15 yards away from them, and they're shooting at them. I've been utilized by the police, Portland Police Department, and they'll write a police report calling a resisting arrest, calling whatever they have fun, like I'm their punching bag, and then throw me in the claim. And I mean, they charge me with resisting. But I feel like I could easily die that night. Like I'm petrified. It's like if I talk to a cop these days, like from my experience, I just pretty much plead the fifth and it's like I'm paralyzed in fear because it seems like society gives them the right to shoot if they're gonna get off with pay and have their job in 6 months somewhere else.
It's almost like they're encouraged to kill people. I don't know. That's what I'm sure.
No, they don't have to. No one does.
Yeah, sitting in the back.
Go ahead.
I'm with DeColonize PDX, and tonight we're going around just like commemorating the lives of people that have died at the hands of police violence. So specifically tonight we're remembering Oscar Grant, who was murdered by police 2 years ago tonight, face down, point blank, and so he was waiting at a transit stop, much like the one that we were waiting on to get onto the max. And so we're wanting to draw attention to that, commemorate those lives, and also just like get people's thoughts. If you'd like to share them, we're making a video collage, but if you don't want to be recorded, it's totally fine. So would you be interested in sharing what you think about that? Is that cool? No? No worries, no worries.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool. My name's Hector, by the way. I don't know if I already said that. Eliana, cool. So yeah, so we're asking the question, should cops have the right to murder me? But it doesn't have to be, it can just be your thoughts on like police violence in general, or whatever you feel around the police, using excessive force, murdering.
So yeah, I don't think cops should have the right to murder me, or anybody. And it does seem like, I mean, it seems like cops just escalate the situation. I mean, they're supposed to be keeping us safe, and it just seems like they just escalate it. You know? And, I personally won't go to a cop if I need help or support. I'm gonna like find other ways to the best of my ability to like get things done. And I just think that's a really sad thing that we don't have anything to like actually pick up mechanisms. But yeah, basically they have guns. They shoot. And actually, like I think it was last year, a couple years ago, they like shot some guy. He was actually, his brother or something in his family had just died, and he was like depressed and he was sad, and I think he actually was gonna maybe commit suicide, and so they called the cops to ask for help, right? I think that's what happened, and then in the end they shot him. And so like imagine that poor family that had to go through 2 deaths in one day, and one of them was at the hands of the cops, and I just think that's disgusting. Thank you.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Happy New Year. Hey guys. Thank you very much. So my name is Hector. I'm with DeColonize PDX. Tonight we're commemorating the lives of people who have died at the hands of police violence, who have been murdered by police. We're remembering specifically Oscar Grant, who was killed in Oakland while he was waiting at a transit stop for 2 years to get on. And he was shot while he was face down, point blank, and
Este es un tren de la línea sur a Gresham.
Yeah, so we were trying to get people's thoughts on what they think about police violence, and just like we're going to make a video collage to draw attention to that. Would you be interested in sharing just quick thoughts on the film? Cool. All right, so my name's Victor again. So you just go like this.
Can I read what it says?
Yeah, it says this is should cops have the right to murder me, but it could be like in general if you want to make it about police violence.
Okay.
And then she.
So what is it that you really...
So yeah, so again, like we're commemorating the lives of people who have died of police violence. So what do you think around police violence? Should cops have the right to murder me?
I think that it has a lot to do with control, you know what I mean, and a lot of anger and animosity that they put towards people. Here in Campbell that was shot by the cops, I'm in high school, I've been in high school, and I think that was...
Wait, did you say
I went to high school with Aaron Campbell.
Aaron Campbell.
So, you know, and that was a really big issue, and I think that, you know, the way that they approached the scene, regardless if he, you know what I mean, he was depressed and the things that he had just went through with his brother and stuff, you know what I mean, but it was, to me, the way they did it was personal, you know what I mean, they took it personal, and you really need to really look and understand that there is a very thin line that people don't understand that, you know, in the jobs where there's medical field and the police field, where there's control, that people take it way too far, and it's wrong, you know. Prime example, one time I had gone to jail and this man, they had told me he was going to get recon, and it wasn't happening. He got mad, you know, and they basically told him, look, you can either sit down and shut the fuck up, or you can, you know what I mean, put in solitary confinement. And 3 cops tackled him to the ground and maced him less than 3 inches from his face and tased him, and then for 10 minutes argued about who was going to do the paperwork. So, you know, that's just, to me, like, if you can't be a legit, you're here to protect us. You take a vow to protect our community, and you're doing nothing but destroying it. You're doing nothing but trying to show how big and bad that you is and how much power that you have and you control situations. Just like the cop that decked the African-American woman in Seattle. I mean, come on now, like, why does it have to go that extreme? Are you making it for something? Are you lacking? Are you bad? But I just think that it's you know, there's a lot of people that get killed for cops, and then cops get paid, you know, time off to investigate, and then 9 times out of 10 they come back. No, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. If you can't respect your badge, which is your badge to be able to protect the community, the people around you, then I don't think you need to have it. That's just what it is. And like I said, there's too much aggression and force put behind it. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's okay at all. Not at all. And I think that people that have had multiple complaints by multiple people and victims, it should be looked at deeper, not just, oh, because we have 5, you know what I mean, issues. So please call us if you've been a part of any. It shouldn't have to be like that. They should be punished on the spot, and you know what I mean, take the consequences of your actions.
So you're like more accountability.
Right, way more accountability. You're a man, you're an officer, you wear a badge, but that don't give you right to beat people and totally discriminate, and it's wrong. It's wrong. And I think Portland's police department needs to really evaluate their disciplinary actions to get cops that can't stand up and be a man about what they did. But they're too worried about losing their job. But if you was that worried and you were that concerned, you would have done that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
You too.
Hey. I don't know if you heard what we were just doing, but you did? Cool. So yeah, my name's Hector. We're commemorating the lives of people that have died at the hands of police violence. We're remembering Oscar Grant tonight, who 2 years ago tonight was killed by police officers. Waiting for him at the transit stop, just like we were to get onto this train. And so we're getting people's ideas, like their thoughts on like what they think about police violence, and you know, and asking this question: should cops have the right to murder me? Or just a general question, your own thoughts on like police violence in general. Would you be okay? We're gonna have you record?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Here you go. Oh, Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna get off the next stop, so I don't want to interrupt.
I gotta get off at the next stop.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I mean, you guys want to get off?
I like what you had to say, though.
Yeah, it's really powerful.
I mean, I can start.
What are you guys doing with it after you're done?
We're gonna try and put it up on our website. Did you get one of the flyers?
So what's the website gonna, what's the name of the website?
We'll get you literature.
Very, very much.
Do you want one? Since you gave yours away.
I'll take another one. You want?
I'm like, I got a couple. So.
Does anybody else want? Maybe over there.
Do you have
Oh, you guys had Aaron Campbell on there. I said something.
Yeah, it's like
Definitely. No, it was really powerful that you were like, talking about him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
High school.
Like, Oscar Grant died like 2 years ago tonight, and you know, we're just here like to commemorate. It's a day of remembrance for people that have died at the hands of police violence. So we're just going around trying to get people's ideas and their thoughts on like what they think about like whether police should have the right to kill. Would you mind if we're making a video collage of like people's like input on what they think about it? Would you mind if we just like basically it would be like like we just ask you like what do you think about that, and like do you think cops should be able to the cops should have the right to kill you? Would you be up for that?
Yeah, well, like who are you gonna show it to?
So it's just gonna go on our website. We were to DeColonize Portland. We're just trying to commemorate the death of like people that have died at the hands of police violence. So if you're interested in that, that's all.
Okay, yeah. Man,
is that cool? Cool. So basically, you just hold it up. We got this person recording, and you just like they tell you basically. So yeah. So again, we're like commemorating the people that have died at the hands of police violence. Specifically, Oscar Grant, who died in San Francisco 2 years ago tonight. He was just waiting at the transit stop, just like we were a second ago. So what do you think? Should cops have the right to murder you, basically?
Should cops have the right to murder me?
Give us your thoughts on that.
I don't think that they should have the right to murder me or anybody. I mean, if I was to go out and kill somebody and say that I was in fear of my life, and that's why I'm justified in killing them, then I wouldn't be treated the same way the police are treated when they kill people. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, thanks for giving us that. Like I said, thank you for that. Yeah, it just happened like 2 years ago. It happens all the time. And police, like, they kill people without even like having any repercussions for them. And definitely with Oscar Grant, it was one of those situations he was waiting at a transit stop. Yeah.
I saw the footage. They shot him in his back. And the cop, the Measure League dude that killed him, he got like manslaughter. And then I think they sentenced him to like 3 years. But did he do all that time? It hasn't even been 3 years.
That was Oakland. That's in Oakland. Yeah.
Is the cop still in jail? You know if the cop is still in jail that killed Oscar Grant?
I don't know the details, and it would definitely be good since we're doing a commemoration of it. Yeah. Would you mind if you would?
I'd be curious about that.
Yeah, totally. Would you mind if we took your thoughts on it? It's a video collage that we're doing, just commemorating people that have died at the hands of police violence. Would you, if you're interested?
I've never known anybody that's died of police violence, but I've certainly
heard about it,
or even been at the hands of them for no reason.
Yeah.
Fuck the police.
Yeah, when they're doing stuff like that, yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, great. Well, thank you for giving us your thoughts. Would you be interested in like just like if you if you want, you could come up to somebody else and do that. That's actually how I just did this.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Somebody, someone handed it to you, now it's my turn. I can just pick somebody.
If you want to, just go up to somebody.
Oh, really? This would be a dope way to meet girls. I put my phone number on.
I would do something other than that to be girls.
Really? Yeah, that's a little bit too heavy,
Oh, cool. I'm back there. What's your name again?
I'm Mike. Do you have a Know Your Rights?
Oh, thank you so much.
I should just ride around with this. When I get this from you guys, I'll keep it. I just ride around with it. When I'm going to and from work, just think about it.
You should put it on a chain.
Seriously. You know what? If you could make the little picture frame ones to rock,
Right.
Yeah, right?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that would be cool, man.
That's what I would.
So we're gonna have to.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever, man. I see how well, if I'm
Yeah, and it has stuff here about these guys in 2020.
That's called dirty because it's funny because they do it in Sacramento, Oakland, they do it in here too. But they do it bad here too, though. They do it here really bad. In Portland doesn't get as much as LA, Sacramento, and Oakland area.
Hey guys, is it okay if we, so we're making a video collage out of people is what they think. Is it okay if we get your thoughts on camera? Would that be okay? It'd be really nice to get your, we're making a video collage out of what people think. Because we're commemorating people that have died at the hands of police violence. And you'd be interested in sharing your thoughts on that? Is it, I can't think of anything right now. Okay, that's okay. What about you? Yeah.
They were trying to help.
No, that's okay. Cool. That's all right. Thanks.
What is this? I mean,
Have a good night.